Hey folks, Quilly Team here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Today, we are continuing our mission to land a whole lot of people on Minimus. Now, last episode we designed this ship. A couple of tweaks I did in between episodes. I did go and add some extra fuel containers on top of the asparagus stages so that we could get a wee bit more Delta V. I also went and I did add a reaction wheel here, and the reason is I actually did a test launch between episodes, just went up a little bit and found I really was not happy with the amount of control authority we had. So I actually added this first and I was like, okay, that added weight, so I need more Delta V. So I just went and added some extra fuel tanks there, which is going to be okay. Here's our first stage now, and now that it's done, we're going to go ahead and pitch over 10 degrees as well. And hopefully all this is going to work out more or less all right. Go 10 degrees more or less established. A bit of wobble going on here. We do have a lot of control authority, but this is a big long ship with a lot of weight behind it, so things can be kind of wonky. We got a stage in about 16 seconds. We want to, our apoapsis is climbing, but not very quickly. So I think because our thrust weight is not super insane and we've got a little bit more drag, I think we will have to be, we're going to want to be a little steeper going up than we might normally do. And there's the next stage now. Just looking at the timers over here. So there we go. That is climbing. Let's bring it down to 70. So you can see we're approaching like our 15K. We're not going to be anywhere where we normally are for this, but that's all right. Because yeah, we need the time to time to apoapsis to sort of notably go up here. This is not a nimble ship, both in terms of turning and as well as just sort of the acceleration. Alright. I'm getting a little happier here. Okay, I think I could go to full 45 degrees now. Time to apoapsis is still climbing well. Excellent. 40. 35. Oh, we have to stage. Just let it stabilize for a second here. Go. Okay, it's climbing much more slowly now, so I don't want to push down any further. Plus, I'm quite far beyond my prograde here. So, the steeper you go, I mean, the better your apoapsis will climb, the more time you'll have in space before you have to, you know, plan your circularization. But the flatter you go, the more optimal your circularization will be. I think we could probably, at this point, just say follow orbital prograde. That's going to be okay. Time to apoapsis climb, but it's not shooting up like crazy. Again, I would feel comfortable getting into an orbit of like 75 or 80K or something like that, just to give us a little bit more breathing room, if we can. I'm actually thinking what I want to do here is go completely horizontal. I think our orbit's going to be plenty high, although we're nearly out of this fuel. Let's push it a little bit sideways. Maybe that was wrong, because, yeah, that's not as high as I might prefer. Now, these are better in a vacuum, but not much better, and we're pretty vacuumy right now. I wonder if I kill this for a second, and I decouple the nose cone. Are we just going to smack into it? Yeah, mostly yes. Oh! That could have gone really poorly. So I'm going to keep doing this for now. Time to apoapsis is declining, actually. That's very scary. That's very scary because it means we're not burning too early. I mean, we might be burning a little bit too early for our circularization burn, but not dramatically so. Now, we are pushing up our apoapsis a little bit, which is expected because we're not burning right at our apo. We're now exiting the atmosphere. So now that we've officially done that, sure, science. Create and execute. Science. Okay, it's going to be an 80-second burn, and we are 40 seconds from the node now. Wow, this is tight. Do we have enough fuel in the current stage to circularize? Yes, we do. Okay. So at least we'll take care of that. So we're okay, but just barely. Just barely. There was only like 4 seconds of no engine burn there to complete the circularization, which is tighter than I would have preferred. Not gonna lie. I'd feel more comfortable if our apoapsis was actually slightly higher, because it would have given us a little more time to play with. But it looks like we just got the bare minimum that we need to circularize, so I guess we did that more or less efficiently. Although we almost killed ourselves with the nose cone. So, then, you know, that's swell. Are we getting wobble? Feels like we're getting wobble. I wonder if it's because this thing is, like, way out there. But we're definitely getting... What the? Stop! Stop! Abort. Why? Is it because the fuel tank behind us? I mean, our center of mass is shifting, I guess. Oh my god! Is it these things? Like, we should have ridiculous amounts of reaction wheels. And if anything, if the engines were up front, wouldn't that be even more stable? There's definitely instability. Oh, okay. Camera change is a little bit awkward, and my phone just decided to alert me about something. Excellent. Okay, we're burning too soon now. Well, actually, we're past the apoapsis, I guess is what it is. We just wanted to raise the peri a little more. Okay, that was super inefficient. There was a million things that went inefficiently there. Wow, that was terrifying. Why? Now, our reaction wheels... I don't know where our center of mass is anymore. As this lightens, I mean, certainly our center of mass must be further forward. And maybe that's why it wants to flip over, although... Isn't that sort of kind of... That must be it. So I guess maybe our reaction wheels aren't as strong as we'd like. Let's see. If I turn this off, I have no SAS. I don't know. It's fairly responsive to my keyboard controls. What was confusing the stability system? I don't know. Oh, I locked one gimbal and not the other. That's not going to help. I thought they were on symmetrical modes. Okay, but I mean, we had problems before I locked the gimbal, right? I think. Anyway, they're both free again. Okay. So, how do we have a maneuver? That was weird. Oh, that was a circularization maneuver. Right. Okay, so where the hell are we? That's the moon. We want min-miss. So, if we set as target min-miss, we're going to want to do a burn, ooh, pretty close to where we are, somewhere around here. We're going to want to do something rather like this. Okay, the moon is in an interesting place right now. The moon is in the place that could help us or hurt us. Not getting much of a slingshot effect. A little bit of it. I mean, we could also do a burn at the moon's periapsis. If we had, like, you know, supercomputer possibilities, then... Okay, we're darn close to an encounter. We might be able to do this and then do a burn at this periapsis. But our periapsis is going to be super huge. You know what? We're basically not getting a moon encounter. All we're doing is getting our flight kind of disrupted. I don't know. If we change... you know what? Yeah, we're too close to the node. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward us. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Is collect those science experiments, especially since one of them was a mystery goo, if I recall. So we're going to EVA with the scientist. We're going to collect the mystery goo and restore it. And somewhere over here is... collect the soil moisture data. No, sorry, take data is what I meant to say. Excellent. Board. Okay, so those have been reset. Quick save. And time warp. So we're just going to get it on the next orbit here. And I suppose I could just use MechJeb to work it out. Because it's very straightforward, right? We're just burning prograde right around there. So, you know what? Let's that is the target. If we ask for a Homan transfer to the target, create node and execute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Apparently we're still going to get a goddamn hit on the moon. Why? Alright, we'll wait one more orbit. I guess it's just really inconvenient location right now. We'll just wait one more orbit and then sort it then. I mean, again, we might be able to save a ton of DPS of Delta V by doing this properly with the moonshot, but it's so hard to figure out and not screw up. Okay. I don't understand how the moon is still a thing. Abort node execution. Can we still get a moon encounter? Min-miss encounter with this moonshot? Well, pretty goddamn close. Yeah, actually, we totally could if we also follow this up with an inclination change. A second moon encounter. The question is whether this is actually going to save us fuel or not. So, 3.4 million kilometer separation. It's about as close as we get there. But after we pass by the moon, if we burned normal... It's so weird, though, because it's going to be on the pass back. I'm not entirely convinced this is the right way to do it. You know what? We're gonna do it, quote-unquote, righter. We may have to wait like a couple orbits. So what I might want to do is actually go and just bop out to the tracking station to be able to fast forward a little bit more. We're obviously using some of our life support, but not in any sort of meaningful sense. Where's the button for life support? Is it not? It's not in this mode. Do I have to be here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so we have a lot of days worth. Yeah, it's not there. Huh, I don't know why it's not. No, fast forward. Yeah, so sorry this is being kind of derpy and slow. I should have just gone to the tracking station in the first place and let the moon, like, move much more significantly. Because, I mean, it takes, you know, several days for the moon to go around and to break sync with Minmus. And it's not taking us that long to orbit. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's Space Center. We'll just wait a full day. I'm an impatient person, so this is driving me crazy. Can't imagine what it'd be like for you people. Go. Go. Time warp. And times 1,000. Vroom, 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 vroom. Here. 10,000. Okay, well. That's not enough. Let's try again. So we're still in orbit. We'll set our target. Come on, miss the moon. Okay, is our target already set? It looks like it's remembered. If we create a node, awesome. All right, execute this node. So now the only question is, are we going to get flipped around all upside down in weird ways? It's an 82-second burn, which means we are actually going to have to stage at some point. It will start to burn that. I'm going to have to be on guard, because the engines aren't just going to stop. They'll start burning the next stage while still hauling around all this weight, which is obviously not what we want at all. Vroom! So 9 minutes from the node, 8 minutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's slowing it down. And this is going to be quite a long burn, 82 seconds. It'll be a little shorter than that, because after we stage, we're going to get a lot more thrust-to-weight ratio. Now, are you going to be able to keep pointing the right way around? I'm thinking I should probably just turn off all the gimbling. I don't know. I could turn on the RCS, although I just realized, I realized that we didn't actually bring extra monopropellant, so we're not going to have a ton of it. Should still be enough to help us to rendezvous with the station. All right, everything's stable right now, which is good. We got 40 seconds left worth of fuel from this fuel tank. I have to assume that things are going to be a lot more stable once we ditch that. These engines are getting nice and red. 30 seconds of fuel left in here. And yeah, the burn time should go down because, well, I mean, we're not going to dramatically, because this is getting pretty light, we're not going to dramatically increase our thrust to weight when we drop it, but some. And some will have to be good enough. 17 seconds there. I should maybe be looking at the big map to confirm that nothing weird is happening while this burn is executing, but I'm going to put faith in the system. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ditch. There we go. And we were stable. I don't know why we had that weird instability. It must have been something with the gambling that I just screwed up. So, how are we looking? Oops, finalizing that. Happens very quickly at the end parts as you get further away from Kerbin. So it's doing teensy tiny little burns now. Excellent. Thank you very much. So, if we go and focus the view on Minmus, what are we looking at now? Well, we're definitely coming in too high, but what's nice is we're not coming too crooked this way. So as we go and do a corrective anti-normal burn, let's do a quick save. And we are going to be setting ourselves to anti-normal. And we're going to time warp to here. I like to do it about halfway. Often seems to be a relatively convenient way to do it. Whoops. There's a science experiment that wants to run. Ah, Mr. Groot, hi, BuzzFeed. Did we never do? I guess not. And a second material study. The reason is probably because every time we were here, we were trying. I'm going to get you to EVA this time. We were trying to get the science from another zone. Apparently, we've never EVA'd this high either. Take data, restore. Take data, restore. We didn't have the scientists, and we were like, no, we got to save it for when we get to the moon or whatever. Board again. That's great stuff. Okay. Quick save. Time warp to here. It's a good thing I got the automated science thing for a reminder. We don't have any signal, but we didn't bring an antenna, and that was okay. Oh, yes. So what we want to do now is we want to look over here. We're looking at anti-normal. So if I go and do a little scooch of burn, excellent. Excellent. So that's equatorial, so we want to bring that as much as possible. It doesn't take much. You can see our final path is going to be... Whoops. I hit the wrong key to try to stop that. I would like to be... It doesn't matter that much, but it's going to take so little fuel. Good enough. Okay. 95K, a little bit too much. Let's see. Radial. Anti-normal. I mean, it's going to be somewhere in between. I should really just do it diagonally, but I'm going to derate both these... Nope, not that. Derate both these engines. 7%. Yeah, it's too bad you lose the symmetry mode. Weird lag there. That'll be good enough. I'll be able to do maybe a cleaner tweak when we actually get into Minmus's orbit. Then at that point we'll burn anti-radial from point of view of Minmus, and that's going to be okay. All right, we're pretty darn close. I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's go and do this. 1400 Delta V. Again, you don't need much to land and take off from Minmus. The big question is the encounter at a station. And I would not be surprised if at the end of this, we don't have enough fuel to pull it off. I think we can enter orbit around Kerbin. Although, re-entering Kerbin orbit takes as much fuel as it took for us to get out here. What was our burn? 800 Delta V? Something like that? Maybe 900? I think it could be done. We'll take that crew report. Mystery goo. Material study. There you go. Irradiance scan. Telescope. Yeah, we don't have like a convenient function to just like grab all science here. Maybe I should have brought that little thing with me. That's okay. We're going to EVAU. Get the EVA report from over here. Did we never do... No, we did a manned mission at some point. I don't know. Take data. Restore. Take data. Restore. And then just take data. Reset camera. Does that pack it up? It's weird how all these things are like called different things. And take data. Wait. Oh yeah, these are different things. I don't know. Board. Oh, toggle shutter. Apparently we redid the material bay. Did I not reset it properly before? EVA with you. I don't think it's counting it both times. Okay, it's not... Yeah, it's not scoring them properly. But no, I've already got it on me. It seems a little odd. There you go. Toggle U. Toggle the doors. How come it's not telling me I can run that? Did I not actually do the restore on it? Whoops. Reboard. Dump the duplicate experiment. Alright, that's going to be slightly annoying. Yeah, see, no. I guess, yeah. Are you going to keep spamming it if I tell you to just reset? Or are you going to ignore it? Okay, I think it's smart enough to ignore it now. So let's quick save. Let's bring down our periapsis. We're going to do that by burning anti-radial, so slightly to the left. Alright, we did derate the engines a fair bit. So we're going to do this, and ooh, that's pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Next episode, we're going to deal with all the landing and the takeoff and everything. Thanks for watching. See you next time.